Now, here is my Daffy friend, released Daffy and Sorrowful at the same time. He is. Comedian Rodney Dangerfield.
How do you do? How are you? Oh, I'll tell you, it's nice being here again at the Sullivan show, you know. Yeah, I noticed lately when I walk in the street, people starting to recognize me, you know. And I'll tell you, it's a funny thing, you know. A lot of people know me, but they don't know my name. And they give me credit when I know my own name. And they look at me and they say, hey, what's your name again? I say, Rodney Dangerfield. They say, right. I don't know, I tell you, I can't figure people out. I remember years ago I had my fortune told. I went to a gypsy. And a gypsy told me a big blonde was going to come into my life. The next day, my girl left me for a Swede. I don't know, girls, they always gave me a hard time. There was one girl I took out. As soon as I met her, I liked her, you know. I said to her, I says, you believe in love at first sight? She looked at me. She said, not from this first sight. I mean, since I'm a kid, I got no confidence in the way I look, you know. My parents, on Halloween, they sent me out as is. I'll tell you, that's one of my problems, you know. I don't get no respect. I mean, no respect at all. I mean, when I was a kid, I had no friends. And a seesaw. I had to keep running from one end to the other. I remember things when I was a kid. The time I asked my old man where I came from, he told me I was brought by a crow. And today's the same thing, no respect. My own house, I can't relax. Every day from my wife, I hear the same thing, you know. Don't lay in a bed, I just made it. Don't walk on the floor, I just waxed it. Last night I wish I heard, don't eat the food, I just cooked it. Oh, forget about her cooking, will you? Last night she made chicken, I got the wishbone. And if it works, that was her last chicken. I'll tell you one thing, though, you know, when my wife cooks, I mean, nothing goes to waste. If there's meat left over, the next day we got stew. One night she had a lot of fat left over. The next day we had a bar of soap. Now, with her cooking, I get away easy. Anything else, with her, money means nothing. I mean, the other day she was driving, you know. We went over the bridge to Jersey. I mean, who tips at a toll booth? Now, I'll tell you what, my wife, you know, we fight over little things, you know. Like sometimes I'm late, I ask her to press my pants. And I'll tell you the way she puts the creases in my pants, my leg should be walking in two different directions. And the way she does the ironing, her ironing, forget about it, that's another thing, her ironing. I mean, when you burn a shirt, who puts on butter? Tell you though, it's nice here though, you know, television. They treat you right. Every time I'm on a show like this, I can't help but think of the nightclubs I used to work. The tough places. You know, places like Rosario's Rocket Room, Dominic's Atomic Bar and Grill, Levine's by the Sea. Oh, what a place that was, Levine's by the Sea. I mean, opening night, I couldn't find a stage. They told me to do my act where the water is shallow. I went over to Levine. I asked him, I said, how long do you want my act to run? He told me to stay there till the tide comes in. I'll tell you, though, it's nice to hear you laugh, you know? I mean, because where I live, there's no laughs. You know where I live. I live here in New York on the west side. Tough neighborhood, tough. In fact, last week I was held up, and I had a very unusual experience. I was held up by an old man. And I'll tell you, if you ever want to get held up, it's the only way. By an old hold-up man. It was beautiful, beautiful, you know? I told him I was tired. He said, all right, put one arm down, go ahead. I'll tell you what, you know, my neighborhood, the cops are really tough. And one night I saw a cop, he fired 3 warning shots into the guy he was warning, you know? Tough, you know?